guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to achieve these knotless goddess braids on 4C hair. These braids are super gorgeous, so long, and I just love how flat they lays down. They don't hurt at all, guys. They're just everything. It took me about 2.5 days to finish these braids, but it's so worth it. Oh my god. I ended up using 2.5 pack of the Xpression hair, and it was in 82 inch. And then I also grabbed 1 pack 12-inch with the freetress wavy hair. You just want to make sure your hair is all stretched out. I know how 4C hair is. The shrinkage is real, girl. So I'm just combing out my hair just to make sure I really pull it, and just like really brushing it and pulling it will really help, guys. And then I'm also gonna go in with my plug-in iron brush. This was gifted to me. I will leave the description down of it below. And also using a little bit of a heat will help stretch the hair out. You can use flat iron if you want. You don't necessarily have to use what I'm using, but this is what I have, so I'm just really pulling it out. And I'm gonna take this honey bees wax. It's kind of like a waxy, so it's like almost like a grease kind of like. It's really good, and it really helps my hair slick back. And I'm also taking like edge control. You can use whatever edge control of your choice, and just making sure my part, I don't really care about my part being perfect. I just really want my hair to look neat, but not absolutely still not perfect. And I'm just taking my gel, my wax, and my edge control, and just putting them together and making sure that it's really slick. And then I'm gonna go in with the hair and just taking the amount that I want. I didn't want my hair to be too big, so those part that I took, and I also split it into twos. And then you want to start braiding your hair. You want to start off by braiding your natural hair first. You're going to take the braiding hair and attach it together, and then you're going to start braiding together. So that's what makes them knotless, because they look like they're almost growing from your scalp. So you just want to continue braiding them and braiding them. And if you ever run into problems where you feel like the hair is not staying, or it's like a little bit bucky, what I also like to do when I'm braiding the hair, I also like to go back into my wax. So you want to take a little bit of your hair wax, and then just make sure your hands is a little bit more, and then attach that to it too, and it will make it easier for you to braid. So then you want to continue on braiding the hair, and girl, I end up not cutting my hair, so I end up not cutting the braided hair, and I left it 82 inch. So that's why it's like super long. And then when you come to the end of the hair, you want to take the freetress hair, the curly hair. You just want to take a little piece. You don't want to take a lot, just a little piece, and attach it just the same way you attach the braided hair to your real hair. And you want to keep braiding it out the way you want it to. And yeah, continue braiding the hair. These braids doesn't really have to be perfect. I personally feel like they look really good when they're not perfect. And then what I also do to tie the knot, I did end up tying it. So you want to take a little bit of the curly hair, just a tiny bit of it, and tie it around and just pull it, and it just make it really tight. And it just like make it really slick and tight, just like that. And I kind of like that look. I would definitely not recommend you like burning it. You don't want to burn it. Just tie it to make sure it don't get loose, just like that, and it looks fine. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and repeat the same steps that I did, and just constantly keep braiding my hair, keep braiding it down. So one thing I must say that I didn't really mention earlier. So with the Xpression hair, it was 82 inch, and I did not I didn't cut one pack of it because I wanted the front and the back to look super long. And then when I got to the middle, I did end up cutting that 82-inch into two. And what I did was just stretch out the hair so it can still be as long as I want it to be to match the other length. So like I said before in the beginning of the video, I did use 2.5 pack. And when I started first, I did not cut the 82-inch, but then the second hair I ended up cutting it because I wanted my hair to be a little bit full, and I was running out of hair too, so that's why I ended up doing it. So then now, honestly guys, you just want to continue repeating the step that I showed you. Keep braiding, and then what I end up doing as well, I end up going back to the front of my hair. When I first started doing it, because it was my first time doing it, because it was my first time braiding the hair, I had some that was a little bit too big, so I just end up re-braiding them, making the front look a little bit full. And so I just end up doing a little, very small in the front, and then a little bit, not too big, but a little bit bigger than usual in the back is what I did. And you can see I'm just gonna continue just doing the step and just keep braiding it, girl. I'm telling you, it honestly, it took me about 2.5 days to do this. Only reason is because, one, I got home from work really late, and then also I took breaks too. Like, I went to go get breakfast. I took breaks, so I took my time. I didn't really have any plans. So if you don't have any patience, guys, you should probably just get somebody to do it for you. But I just feel like it's worth it when you do it yourself. One, you save a lot of money, because you just save a lot of money in doing this. And look how gorgeous it is. This hair is everything. It's so full, it's so pretty, and I just love it. This is my winter hair. Also, guys, I did not put the ends of my hair in hot water, but you definitely can if you want. I just felt like it didn't really make a difference if you did or not. The hair is still flat. But what I did end up doing was also going over the hair and just making sure I even it out, just cutting and trimming it. Any little hairs that was sticking out, I just went over it with my scissor and just cut them nicely. But I did not put the hair in hot water. You can if you want. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you.